a small cry. Sounded like a newborn infant.
The situation was pretty surreal. You expect it to be out of control, and it wasn't.
It's a baby girl. So cute.
Childbirth can be beautiful, chaotic, and sometimes downright bizarre. While most people imagine giving birth in a hospital bed surrounded by doctors, real life doesn't always follow the script. Some mothers bring new life into the world in locations that are so unexpected they sound made up. Yet every single one of these is absolutely real. From fast food restrooms to mid-air miracles, these stories will leave you shocked, inspired, and maybe even a little amused. Let's count down the top 10 craziest places women have given birth. Number 1, Walmart checkout line. In October 2016, a woman in Payson, Utah, was casually browsing the aisles of her local Walmart when the unmistakable signs of labor kicked in. Contractions, pressure, you name it. But instead of freaking out, this mom-to-be did what any true bargain hunter might do. She kept shopping. With a full cart and a strong will, she marched her way to the checkout line, determined to finish what she started. And just as she reached the register, boom.
The EMTs got here, she had paid for her merchandise and had a baby.
Labor said, "We're doing this right here, right now." Walmart employees, bless their blue vests, leapt into action like emergency responders. No medical training? No problem. They transformed into makeshift nurses on the spot, catching the baby as if they'd been preparing for this since orientation. By the time paramedics arrived, the baby was already breathing, swaddled, and get this, the mom had already scanned and paid for her items. That's multitasking on a level few of us will ever understand. Walmart later threw her an in-store baby shower, complete with decorations, gifts, and yes, plenty of diapers. Number 2, McDonald's Bathroom. April Jones was just grabbing a bite to eat at a McDonald's in Sarasota, Florida, back in 2016, probably dreaming of fries and maybe a sweet tea. But her baby had other plans. Mid-burger, April felt the unmistakable wave of contractions. She bolted to the restroom, and within minutes, she was in full-on labor inside a McDonald's bathroom stall. No time for ambulances, no epidurals, no sterile hospital lights, just April, her husband, a few brave employees, and the spirit of Ronald McDonald himself guiding this little girl into the world. By the time medical professionals arrived, April had already delivered her daughter right there under the fluorescent lights. Everyone was safe, healthy, and probably a little stunned. Number 3, Chick-fil-A restroom. Phelan Griffin was on her way to the hospital with her husband, Robert, already feeling the early signs of labor. But first, they needed to make a pit stop to drop off their daughters with a family friend. So they pulled into a Chick-fil-A. Harmless, right? Wrong. The baby had zero chill and decided this chicken joint would be her grand stage. Phelan rushed to the bathroom, but didn't make it to the hospital. She delivered her baby girl on the Chick-fil-A bathroom floor, with her husband stepping up as a surprise OBGYN. A real-life delivery in a place most people go for nuggets, not newborns. The fast food chain was so thrilled, they gave the baby free Chick-fil-A for life. Yes, for life, and promised her a job at 14 if she ever wants it. Number 4, born to the beat at a concert. That's right, baby Anahi made her debut right there among the flashing lights and roaring fans in the middle of the Colombian Superstars show in Fresno. Weighing in at a healthy 6 pounds, 3 ounces, Anahi clearly decided she was ready for the spotlight. According to Norma, she was just enjoying the night out with friends, probably vibing to Provenza when the contractions hit. And let's be honest, there's no stage crew in the world trained for that kind of encore. Security helped rush her to the hospital, but the story doesn't end there. Carol G herself was so touched by the surprise delivery that she visited Norma at the hospital right after the concert, even posting pictures to her Instagram story. That's not just a VIP visit, that's very important push energy. Number 5, New York subway. New York City is famous for hustle, chaos, and unexpected events. But giving birth on a subway train takes the cake. In 2003, Wanda Dueno was riding the subway when she suddenly went into labor. With no medical assistance available and only a few passengers present, she used the emergency intercom. But before help arrived, she had already delivered the baby. Strap hangers were left stunned, and the city applauded her bravery with a congratulatory MTA MetroCard. Number 6. In a tree during a flood. In 2000, during Mozambique's devastating floods, Sofia Pedro was forced to climb a tree to escape rising waters. While stuck for days in the treetop, she went into labor. With no help and no tools, just raw determination, she delivered her baby while perched in the branches. Both mother and child were later rescued by helicopter. It's one of the most extraordinary survival and birth stories ever documented. Number 7. Mid-flight on an airplane. Mid-air deliveries are rare, but not unheard of. Feng Yu, a Chinese woman, concealed her pregnancy so she could travel. During the flight, her water broke, and with the help of flight attendants and a few passengers, she gave birth thousands of feet above ground. The baby was healthy, and the airline rerouted the plane for an emergency landing. Bonus? The baby reportedly received free air travel for life. Number 8. Art gallery performance. Performance artist Marnie Kotak redefined live art in 2011 when she gave birth to her son in a Brooklyn art gallery in front of a small audience. The gallery was transformed into a birthing suite, complete with a tub, bed, and sterile supplies. Critics were divided. Some called it radical, others called it exploitative. But Marnie insisted it was the most real form of expression she could offer. Her son's first cries echoed through a room full of clapping spectators. Number 9. Car and hospital parking lot. Amanda McBride knew she was close to delivering, but traffic delays almost cost her the hospital bed. She pulled into the ER parking lot, and before she could walk inside, her baby was already arriving. Her husband, who suffers from seizures, helped steer the car and even managed to call for help. The baby was born in the front seat and healthy. A close call, but a perfect landing. Number 10. Post office counter. Talk about special delivery. In 2008, Sonia Marina Nascimento gave birth at a post office in England. With no time to wait for an ambulance, she delivered her baby girl right on the parcel counter. The postmaster, stunned but steady, helped weigh the baby using the same scale typically used for packages. According to her birth certificate, the place of birth, Royal Mail Service Office. These stories prove that when it comes to childbirth, anything can happen, and often does. Whether it's under neon lights or nestled in tree branches, these mothers showed resilience, bravery, and an unshakable instinct. Life has a way of making its grand entrance, regardless of the setting. If you found these stories as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And if you or someone you know has a wild birth story, drop it in the comments below. We might just feature it in a future video.